Hello again, viewers, and this is episode 11 of Pacific War Playthrough. And my name is Gilmer, and I'm playing as a USA in the Pacific War. It's a war about the Pacific during World War II, and it is in what month is it? It looks like it's March 8th, 1942. I wanted to look at this before I did anything with it. See how it still says destination Port Moresby, home base Rockhampton. I don't really want it sitting out here as free game for the land-based aircraft, so I'm going to take it home. And I'm actually going to do this, and I'm going to change its move option to 0 and return to home port and then task force. Because that way, there's a chance it'll sit here in Cairns, but there's also a chance it'll go back down to Townsville, and I just want it to more or less be in either one of these ports just in case. And then I'm going to probably disband it for a couple of turns. I've been thinking about this damage that they take just from steaming around. I think it should be a cap to it. Should be something like 15 or so. I don't understand how just steaming around you could have a damage of 22, which is basically 22% of the Enterprise is damaged. 25% of the Lexington is damaged. It just doesn't make sense to me. I know that ships periodically do have to come into port and get repairs and refits, but I wouldn't think that it would be that much damage for repairs. It would be something like, nothing that would make it in danger of actually sinking. It's nothing like that. So I don't understand why I'm having that much damage that's just from steaming around. Because it's just going to make it that much easier for them to get sunk if they ever get attacked. So that makes me even more cautious. I mean, I guess it's the same for both sides. So hopefully they're experiencing it as well. And they have to take their ships into ports every now and then. I mean, it only makes sense that it would affect them too. It really would. Now, I want to look at, the CBs, Espiritu Santo. I wanted them to get there so that, look at all that damage just for steaming around. I'm going to take them out of service for a couple of turns, I guess. Nothing to load there anyway. So, I think I'll just remove them because they got a lot of damage. See how each one of them has 23, 21, 21. DAM means damage, obviously. I mean, you might not have known that. I shouldn't just assume anything. DAM is damage. SPD is speed. FUEL is fuel. And major ships can take on 50 fuel, which means theoretically they could go 50 squares before running out of fuel. But you wouldn't want to steam around for 50 squares if you're getting damage just from steaming around. Smaller ships like the destroyers, their total fuel is 20 that they can take on. Cargo ships 40, AP 60. That's not bad, but as you can tell, you don't want to steam around too long because the automatic damage is going to catch up to you at some point. So we'll take them out of service. Same with this, I guess. I think same with them. That's a battleship. I'm kind of wondering, didn't we already, where's the battle cruiser? Yep, survived. Well, we'll find it. We'll do this. What the hell? Would you stop? Find ships. battle cruiser, TF-57. So it's right there. And this did take an actual bomb, but and every one of those have significant damage. Every one of these have significant damage. So let's just remove them and let them heal up, as it were, heal up a little bit, and get their damage back under control. These ships, as you can see, have taken a lot of damage. I'm going to have to probably put them in port. Pearl Harbor, tankers, airfield, not much. Something I said I was going to do, and I am going to do it, is air transfer. We're going to put in 4 air wings of fighters for now, because I guarantee you they're still going to be overwhelmed. So what we'll do is we will rotate in and out several air wings. Not really much there. I guess I could put the Weir away in there. There's a B-17 Hudson, P-40s, and F4F. Let's see if I can't. No. So I got to use this one. I want to bring one of the air wings over. I don't think Espirito Santo is in any danger of being attacked. That's why I'm doing this. I'm not too worried about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait a minute, 2 PBYs. PBYs do not count. You know how I mentioned how it has a capacity of 6 and you can only have 6 air wings? PBY Catalinas do not count toward that capacity. So I could have 6 air wings plus 2 PBY air wings, and I wouldn't lose any due to not having a large enough airfield. But I'm going to move one of these out anyway. Move it. P-40 Warhawk. What am I thinking, Airhawk? Trying to say Air Cobra and Warhawk at the same time. That's going to... Oh, crap. There's nobody sitting there. I tell you. This is, I want to move them. I can't afford to let these guys get behind me. I need some more troops, some better troops. The highest experience, well, this one has a 70 experience, but it's just a brigade. The highest division that I have for experience is a 41. There's nothing else. I really need to get some more other type of combat in there. I probably should have, if I'd have known this is what was going to happen, I probably would have taken the Australian 8th Infantry Division up to India, but I didn't think that was going to happen. The AI is very aggressive. Let's see, anything we need to look at? Sunk 3 destroyers. I've lost 3 destroyers and 1 destroyer escort. They've lost 2 submarines and a carrier escort. Score, as you can see, I'm still leading score-wise, but that'll probably change pretty soon. Industry pools, we got some KPMs. That's an AP. Hendersons are AP. LSIs are APs. LSTs won't say AP, but they'll still be an AP. I never heard of that. This is something you want to kind of take a look at every now and then. Aircraft replacement pool. And the reason you want to look at it is you want to make sure that you have enough factories producing the type of airplanes you need. This is a pretty good mix. F4S 228 total in the pool and P40 606. You have more air wings of P40s. The F4S can be flown off, land airfields, but are, more importantly used off aircraft carriers. You really need to save them for aircraft carriers. So if you're running low on these, you might want to take a look at any land-based aircraft and make sure that none of them are F4S that are draining this pool. Eventually, you'll see something come along, and I guess it might be the next airplane that will come out is the F2 something, and you want to make sure that you put some production into it because it's the next aircraft, and you want it to get up to speed as quickly as possible. As a matter of fact, we can kind of take a look at that. F6. Oh, that's not it. F6. They don't have fighters. You don't really have too many places you can. Okay, so see, I have one factory producing Wildcats, F4F Wildcats, 2 factories producing P40s. Now if I click on that, see how there's nothing new to start producing. You got to keep producing the next airplane to progress through the airplane designs. So when the P47 comes out, you need to start putting some production into the P47 so that it will progress to the P51 or whatever it does, and eventually you'll start being able to produce the P51. I think there's a P61 Widow, P38s. You want to make sure you get some of those because of the progression. So what else is there to look at? SIGINT, nah. Air zones. See, we just moved that air in there. This base right here can reach, and I believe right there that has some long-range land-based aircraft that can reach Port Moresby. So we gotta, make sure we keep these. Crap. We gotta make sure we keep these their replacements up, their total aircraft that are working up, 36 to 40. If you have an aircraft capacity of 4, you can get to 40. Some of these land-based air wings can get to 50 if you have a capacity of 5. It'll say 48 or 49, and one of them will be inoperable or something, but that's another reason to get your airfields up so that these land-based air wings can get to their full potential, and you can make sure that you start gaining air control over the areas that your troops are in. This is really concerning me. I'm actually going to do something about that, I think, but I don't know what yet. Let's see, oh wow, everybody and their brothers there. Port. See, I want to get those. So I want to make sure. I'm going to go ahead and just because I want to make sure I get some troop transports over there, I'm going to go ahead and bring some of these up. because at some point, am going to want to take some of them up to India. All right. Is there anything else? Port. I still got that CVL. See, that's 51 damage is probably from just steaming back and forth. Ooh, the Formidable. And they're using F4Fs. You can't change the albacore. That sucks. So let's create an air combat. Port. These CLAAs are light cruisers, or yeah, they're light cruisers, but they're anti-aircraft cruisers, so they're pretty good to put in task forces with aircraft carriers, because you really want to have good anti-aircraft defenses around your aircraft carriers. Battleships can take a few hits. Aircraft carriers are a little bit more squishy, for lack of a better word. So I am going to save, and then I'm going to execute a turn. And see what happens. See, I mean, I pretty much gave that to them, but I guess they would never have taken it with just one combat unit, but I can't be sure. See, they're already attacking Australia, and see, Port Moresby's getting hit. Oh, they lost a lot of bombers. It's nice. Oh yeah, we did heavy damage to their oil industry. They can't afford that. We can. They cannot. We can get our oil from a bunch of different places. They can only get their oil from the Pacific and the South Pacific and the Dutch East Indies, and obviously Rangoon. We can get oil from, actually, we weren't getting all, I don't think we were getting all of our oil from the mainland on USA, but I think we were getting a pretty good amount of oil from the USA. We still had pretty big, a pretty big oil industry inside the USA. Oh, crap. I'm thinking there. Oh, okay. Whew. Damn. They're really aggressive in this game. Oh, bastards. I need to start contesting some of these. But see, their aircraft carriers are sitting right there. I think that's, I don't know what the name of that base is, to be honest, that they're sitting in. Oh, see? That's my airplanes. We did an attack. Which reminds me, I need to move some of my forces up from Port Moresby. Oh, look at that. Too bad I don't have... Ooh. Damn. Hit something. There you go. Hit him again. That's it. Oh well, we almost sunk one. Oh crap. See, I was afraid of that. Yeah, we sunk one of them. Damn, I should have put some dauntlesses in that next base up. They would have wreaked havoc on those 6 ships. We sunk one of them just with strafing runs. Although it did get hit by a couple of 500-pound bombs. Damn. I think I usually save those combat forces in that island, but I forgot all about them. See how their total reserve is going down? It was at 51,000. Now it's at 45. That's because they can't produce as much oil as they need, so they're using up their reserves. Let's see what happens here. Supply runs. Damn it. We can't afford that. I mean, well, actually, we probably can, but because we're not using every one of them. So what I want to do is, I think I want to divide this and divide this, and then have let's do the full division of one, but the battalion of another. So now I've got troops here. Attach the CFF. Attached to SEAC. I want to change that base. Change base. Let's Southwest Pacific. That's actually this is actually more Southwest Pacific than the Fiji Islands, I think. Now let's see. Can I do a leader in here? Yes, I can. See how that helps me out? I'm going to use Buckner. He's got the best. Let's see if we received any. I think we received some cargo. 4th Army, 4th Army, 4th, 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 4th. That's not good. I think we got the same cargo. Yeah, look at that. Let's remove that for now. We could use these two, I guess. And maybe a tanker. Let's do that. We'll load air groups. Because we can always use more fighters. And then we're going to load fuel. Because we can always use more fuel. Alright. Let's see here. All of them are taking damage. Let's remove that. Let's take a look here. We got the CB engineers in this base. I'm not going to put Vandergrift there, but hopefully they'll start building up that airfield, and then once they do that, we'll get them over here and let them build that up too. Really, the only reason I'm doing that, trying to build up Espirito Santo, is it's really just because in case it does get attacked, it's good to have. You can get the airfield up to 9 on this and put 9 air wings in, and I've seen it attacked before, and they've attacked once or twice in other games, when I had a 9 airfield and something like six fighter aircraft wings and 3 dive bomber wings, and we blew them out of the water. We killed them. So that's one of the reasons why I do that. I'm really sad about losing that Gulf Force Battalion. I don't know if I could load it on a transport anyway, so I want to do SIGINT here. The 55th. And 55th, the 55th. So it's one very strong infantry division, and then the ones that they moved in here are not that strong. I don't want to lose that airfield, and I definitely don't want to just leave them sitting inside that airfield, so I'm moving them back as far as possible. Can I change these yet? No. Change the Buffalo? No. I mean, I can change them, I just can't change them to USA aircraft, which are better aircraft. The Spitfire, when it comes along, is comparable to pretty much anything the U.S. puts out. Maybe the P-51's better, but the Spitfire, I don't know what it's called, the Super Marine Spitfire, or the Spitfire 7 or whatever it's called, but it's very comparable to the American fighters. But the rest of their aircraft, I guess they had another aircraft that I forget, the Typhoon. I think it was pretty good too, but really, other than that, there's not much going on this turn. I could, let's nope. There we are. I really can't do anything with them like that. I'm gonna drop them in port. I mean, I could, but this aircraft carrier and this one they're pretty damaged. That's almost 25%, and that one's over 25% damaged. That's not good. One lucky bomb gets through and it'll be completely sunk, possibly. I mean, if it's an 800-pound bomb, it definitely would probably sink it if it hit solid. And let's see, these are all damaged. Everybody's damaged. Everything's damaged. I don't like that too much. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that. I understand the reasoning behind what they're doing. I just think it might need to be tweaked a little bit. These are all damaged. Well, I moved these guys up. I know what I want to do. What do I have here? What do I have here? I want to move. I don't really have. See how all of these are damaged? It's because I've got too many air wings in this airfield. So I don't really want to move these while they're all damaged. I think yeah, see, now I have no planes at all in it, because when they're damaged and you try to move them, I think you lose your airplanes. I mean, you don't lose them. I think they go back to the damage pool, but it takes a little while for them to get back up. But Now that we've done it once, it's not like it's going to hurt us to do it more. And what I'm trying to do is, that's a little bug in the system. If I do air transfer, or if I do it from there and I click on 3, and then on the third one I click the third one again, it 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 thinks it's already got 4 in there, but it doesn't. So I want to see if we can't see. It won't take that fourth one. I've kind of bugged it for the turn. I think it'll go back to normal next turn, but I think it's bugged for the turn when you do that. So, not that it matters that much. It's not like I'm just gonna do this. Move these guys all the way around. Oh crap! There's some dauntlesses right there. Jesus, I should have remembered that. I can't get them. What I want to do is, I guess I want to do this. It's like a little puzzle that you have to move these around. Let's air transfer one more, and then we will air transfer 2, and then we will put them in this air base. Oh, it's a 1. Never mind. Oh well. Maybe they'll do something. I thought this would be a 4. I guess I have to build it up to a 4. See, it has a terrain of 9, so I can build it to a 4. And I was hoping to put some SBD Dauntlesses in this airfield so that they could reach lay. I mean, they can probably still reach lay from here, but I think it's gives them a better chance of hitting stuff if they're closer from their initial takeoff point. All right, well, this episode's over. It's been 32 minutes, and I enjoyed being here, and I will see you next time. Thanks a lot.